Massive news is breaking across the United States right now, and millions of seniors are trying to figure out what this new update actually means for their Social Security benefits. According to multiple government sources, a major Social Security payment boost is on the way. But here's the twist: not everyone will get it. The increase is being released based on zip code qualifications, meaning your location alone could determine whether you receive a larger benefit or get left out. This is why every Social Security beneficiary, whether they receive retirement, disability, SSI, SSDI, or survivor benefits, needs to pay close attention. The government is prioritizing regions with the highest inflation, highest cost of living, and most financially vulnerable seniors. If your zip code falls into one of these zones, you could see one of the largest boosts in recent years. Today's video breaks down everything: why this boost is happening, how zip codes are selected, how much money you could receive, when the payments will arrive, and exactly how to check if your zip code qualifies. Stay with me until the end, because many people will miss out simply because they don't know what to look for. Why the payment boost is happening now. Over the past 18 to 24 months, American seniors have endured some of the most difficult financial conditions in decades. Even though the COLA increases attempted to keep up with inflation, real costs rose much faster. Food prices climbed between 17% and 32% in some states. Rent for seniors living on fixed income increased to the point where many individuals now spend over 40% of their monthly benefit just on housing. Prescription drug costs surged despite new Medicare regulations. Because of this, federal agencies and many state-level departments combined their data to see where seniors were struggling the most. What they found was shocking. Some zip codes reported record-high senior poverty levels. Certain counties showed inflation nearly double the national average. Regions with heavy retiree populations were hit hardest by medical and utility costs. Healthcare spending increased faster in states like Florida, California, Arizona, and Texas. Seniors dependent solely on Social Security were struggling significantly more than those with savings or pensions. A nationwide flat increase would not solve these problems, so policymakers decided to channel relief into the regions that needed it the most. And that's where zip code-based payment boosts come in. How much money could you get? The payment boost isn't the same for everyone. It depends on how severely your zip code was impacted. Experts have broken zip codes into 3 detailed benefit categories. Step 1, high-impact zip codes, largest payment boosts. These zip codes experienced extreme financial pressure during the last economic year. Seniors in these regions may receive between $110 and $210 extra each month, every month, or a one-time supplemental payment ranging from $350 to $500. These zip codes usually fall in coastal states like California or Washington metro regions in New York, New Jersey, or Illinois. High-cost cities like Miami, Austin, Phoenix, and Seattle, tourist-heavy states where food and housing inflation skyrocketed. These areas are considered crisis zones for seniors living solely on Social Security. Step 2, moderate impact zip codes, mid-level boosts. These areas were affected, but not to the extreme level. Boosts include $65 to $120 per month, depending on inflation severity, or a one-time payment of $200 to $320. These zip codes include suburbs around major cities, mid-sized towns with moderate inflation states, with rising healthcare costs, but manageable rent increases. Moderate impact areas are stabilizing, but seniors still need help keeping up with rising prices. Step 3, low-impact zip codes, smaller boosts. These areas experience slight inflation but remain relatively stable. Boost amounts include $25 to $45 per month or a $100 to $150 one-time boost. Even though the increase is smaller, it still provides relief for thousands of seniors. Many people assume Social Security is the same for everyone, but the reality is far more complicated. Government analysts consider zip codes because they reflect local economic realities which vary dramatically from one area to another. For example, a senior living in San Francisco may pay $2,500, $3,000 per month in rent. A senior in rural Iowa may pay $700, $900 for similar housing. Inflation also hits differently. Food prices in Florida rose as much as 28% in specific zip codes. Utility costs in Arizona jumped sharply during extreme heat waves. New York and New Jersey saw steep medical cost increases. Zip codes help the government identify areas with senior-heavy populations, communities where Social Security is the primary income regions, where rent inflation is breaking records, counties struggling with emergency-level food insecurity, zip codes with high poverty rates among seniors. This is why your zip code could determine whether you receive the highest payment boost. Here is a complete, more detailed step-by-step guide. Step 1. Check federal and state bulletins. Both federal agencies and state departments release zip code lists when payments are approved. Seniors should check SSA official notices, state benefit department websites, county assistance pages, local senior support centers, zip code eligibility maps shared by state agencies. Step 2. Search for special classification tags. Your zip code may appear under High Impact Senior Benefit Zone, Emergency Economic Relief Area, High Cost of Living Region, Supplemental Benefit Eligible Area, Priority Zip Code List. If your zip code appears under any of these, you are likely eligible for a larger boost. Step 3. Log into your SSA account. Your online Social Security account will show payment adjustment notifications, supplemental relief updates, state or zip code verification alerts, earnings and benefit history changes. Scheduled payment estimates. If your zip code qualifies, this update typically appears 2 to 4 weeks before the actual payment hits your bank. Step 4. Monitor your payment schedule. Even if your area qualifies, direct deposit recipients may receive boosts. First, paper checks take longer. Some zip codes require manual review. Payments may be processed by birthday groups. Supplemental payments may arrive separately from monthly checks. Timing varies, but qualified beneficiaries always receive notices ahead of time. While boosts depend on zip codes, some states are far more likely to qualify due to high senior populations and soaring inflation. California highest rent increases, very high food and gas inflation. Large senior communities affected by permanent price hikes. Florida, one of the biggest retired populations in the country. High medical and housing costs. Counties like Miami-Dade and Broward facing extreme inflation. Texas, rapid growth causing rent and utilities to rise. Cities like Austin and Dallas hit seniors hard. New York, high medical costs, especially for seniors. Housing costs far above national average. Arizona, rapidly growing senior communities. Rising utility bills due to high temperatures. Washington and Oregon, inflation. Above the national average. High grocery and utility costs. New Jersey, one of the highest cost of living states. Property taxes and housing costs straining seniors. Any zip code located in these states stands an above-average chance of qualifying for maximum payment boosts. Boost payments roll out in 3 waves. Step 1, priority zip code wave. These areas get money first, often at the start of the month. Payments between the 2nd and 10th supplemental boosts may appear before or after regular benefits. Direct deposit recipients usually see funds quickest. Step 2, standard release wave. The majority of the country receives boosts on regular payment days based on beneficiary birthday groups, direct deposit first, then paper checks. Step 3, delayed zip code wave. These areas take longer because they require verification, state agencies need to approve classifications, seniors may need to confirm income or address. Paper check processing takes longer. Delays can last 10 to 21 days, depending on the state. Most seniors qualify automatically, but there are 5 critical things you must do to avoid delays. Update your banking information. Expired accounts or closed banks cause delays up to 3 months. Verify your mailing address and zip code. If your zip code recently changed due to redistricting, your data may be outdated. Update Medicare and Medicaid. Data changes in healthcare benefits sometimes require SSA verification. Respond to SSA letters quickly. If SSA requests documents, ignoring them pauses payments immediately. Keep your low-income status updated. Some states require updated information for seniors receiving SNAP, LEHIP subsidies, state relief programs. This ensures your zip code classification remains accurate. Your zip code likely qualifies if over 50-60% of residents depend on Social Security. The area saw extreme rent increases. Food prices rose faster than 12 to 20%. Medical expenses increased significantly. Senior poverty levels grew. Local inflation hit a 10-year high. Your county used emergency state funds for senior programs. Your area experienced disaster-related economic damage. Seniors in these areas are considered the highest priority. Government analysts suggest that zip code-based Social Security adjustments may become more common because it provides targeted relief, it directs money to the seniors who need it most, it's cost-effective for federal agencies, it accounts for regional inflation instead of nationwide averages. If inflation continues rising, a second zip code boost may be possible next year. Congress is discussing targeted senior relief, state agencies are recommending additional support, and cost of living review panels are preparing for more adjustments. Experts predict more localized boosts, faster emergency payments, targeted senior support programs, higher supplements for high-cost states. This new zip code-based boost may be the first of many. If you want to stay ahead of every payment boost, every zip code update, and every Social Security change before it hits the news, this is your moment. Subscribe right now and turn on all notifications. These payment increases move fast, and the people who get their money first are always the ones who stay informed before everyone else. Drop your zip code in the comments, and I'll personally check if your area is in the next payment wave, and I'll feature it in an upcoming update. Don't miss out on money that could already be heading your way. Stay alert, stay prepared, and I'll bring you the next major Social Security update very soon.